7 minutes late, I know. Oops, sorry, babe, and SFY, you are on table 30. Old Timers and Gala, you are on table 19. 8-Ball Apostle and Dominators, you're on table 32. Yeah, 32. And Marius and Ankit, Chaos and Mayhem, you're on table 29.
Second day of this APA event in Lincoln City, Oregon. We're getting started with early Scotch doubles. And here we got First Jerky versus Mean GURLZ. And that is
Thundercats.
Mean GURLZ at the table.
You're supposed to be at table 35. This is your second call. Thundercats, table 35.
So it is a 4-2 race. First Jerky needs to go to 4 games. Mean GURLZ needs to go to 2 games. So here we go with Jerry at the table from Mean GURLZ. Her partner Margot gets her started with solids. And they are
just for fun and shake it off. You're on 31. And all balls in, and you and I, you are on table 24.
Say that there is a 20-second shot clock in the player meeting. So I think that I don't know that that's heavily enforced here, but I think the players are aware that they do have to keep the pace of play going. Oh, that was a sweet shot there from Margot to get that 4-ball loosened up, because she really had to get something on that 4-ball. So already these ladies are showing that they're here to play. And she's going to attempt 3-ball here down to the bottom.
We're looking for Soul Crew, Guy Fiddler, Joella. You're supposed to be at table.
She pockets the 5 instead.
23. This is your second call.
So getting to continue the inning. Again, at APA, you do not have to call the pocket or the ball. As long as you make a legal shot first, any one of your suits that falls into a pocket will count. You'll be able to extend your inning. So a fortunate roll there. From Jerry to set up her partner Margot with an opportunity here to get something going. And I wonder if she's going to attack this 7-ball and try to come into the 4-ball here to kind of pop that loose a little bit. She does have a way to get to it. Oh, good shot. Well, that's going to be no good, though, on the leave, but excellent shot. I'll tell you what, you got Mean GURLZ coming out, firing early, making a statement. Good hit, so it doesn't give up ball in hand. Gets a good legal hit on the 4-ball, and it really doesn't really give First Jerky a great opportunity. So this is Aaron Probst coming in for First Jerky to get started with strikes, and he doesn't have a whole lot to shoot at here.
QAnon, Chris Beverly.
I don't know that he's got the
Payush
ball to him.
You are due on table 21. This is your second call. QAnon 21.
Right? Half the tickets are sold. How many were there? 100. That's all he did last time.
So it looks like he's going to go rail first into the 9.
Oh wait, so that's
in a way to just not really give up a whole lot of offensive
All right, this is Early Bird Scotch, and you will notice that one of our staff members is missing. Kimberly, this was her favorite event. She loved running it for you guys. she couldn't be here today. Her partner is having some severe medical issues. But we would like to send her a little video saying that we miss her and we hope that everything's doing well. So if everyone could just say, stop for a second, just say, hi Kimberly, we miss you. And we will send her a little video. If you wouldn't mind, 1, 2, 3. Hi Kimberly, we miss you.
Okay, so Mean Girls takes away that pocket with the 4 ball.
I also want to make note that we have some celebrities in the room today.
And that's going to bring up
Sherry and Glenn Marsh from the Salem area got nominated for Rookie of the Year this year. And we are extremely proud of them. They're doing a great job in the Salem area. And I hope you all appreciate the work they're putting in.
Aaron Probst. It's a skill level 7 APA. Coming here for Scotch and teams this week, he said. Here the 15 ball and down to 12 for Becky to take care of. And actually that was the 15 ball. The 15 ball's right here, and that's going to be the challenging ball to get is the 15 because it only has a couple of available pockets, but very good shot from Becky to set Aaron up with that 15 in the side and giving them an opportunity to close out this rack after a very, very good showing from Mean Girls, Jerry and Margot. Just falling a little short, but they might still have an opportunity. You never know. So 15 on the side. I think he wants to play it off that side rail, back out with a little bit of outside spin just to get his partner a little better angle, and it went a little far for her. So a little more difficult than Aaron wanted to give his partner. I think he wanted that cue ball ideally right here, right? Nice and easy so she could just pop the 14 and have the 8 inside next. So let's see what she can do here. Pressure shot and just a little bit off the mark there. But it does block that pocket for the 3 ball. So it's going to give a little bit of a...
So we're looking for all balls
It's going to be a
in.
little bit of a challenge.
All balls in. Sean Welliver and Jason Laster.
A bit of a challenge here.
You're
for
supposed to be at table 24. This is your
Jerry.
second call. Did we make another call? Second call. Okay. This is your second call.
Looks like she's
Yeah,
got
I
the
got
3
it.
ball. I don't know if it plays in that
Anyway,
pocket or if
that's,
she's just going to...
All balls in. Table 24.
So she pockets the 14 ball and gives up the table on this one. So I'm not sure what she was attempting. She might have been trying to get the cue ball all the way down here to just leave a very difficult shot for Aaron. But she left Aaron an open opportunity here to take care of this 8 ball. He does have to watch the scratch on the side. It is a little bit of a scratchy shot. Right down the middle of the pocket. Perfect shot from Aaron. And Purse Jerky gets their first win. And again, Purse Jerky needs to go to 4. Mean Girls needs to go to 2. So there's a skill level difference. The total skill level for Becky and Aaron and Purse Jerky is 11. And the Mean Girls total skill level is 8 combined between the 2 members. So that means it's a 4-2 race. Aaron and Becky need to win double the games. But they're starting off good. Becky to break. It's a head ball break. Almost pockets the 12 ball. It comes up a little short, and it's going to give up the open table opportunity for Mean Girls to get started in this rack. Let's see what Margot has in store here for an idea on a starter shot. I kind of like the 14 ball. I like stripes because it looks a little bit better positioned. So she likes the 14 ball also. I think a little draw on this. You can have the 14 and the 13 next. Okay, so that's going to give the option to Purse Jerky and Aaron Probst come to the table. Aaron is eyeing up the landscape here. Now he might attempt to play the open table combo here because he could play the 1 into the 12 and take stripes and accomplish a couple of things there, because that would open up the rack, right? So you would have opportunity on 10 and 11. Because right now, everything's kind of tied up. So it does look like he's going for that. Oh, okay. That's a good way to do it too, actually. But he left his opponent a little bit more of a difficult shot than he probably wanted to. So Becky is going to have to, she's going to have to come with a shot here, I think, on the 9 or 14. Becky's a skill level 4. Just a little bit of an overcut there on that ball. And so now Mean Girls gets to come to the table.
Here for the beer and Oreo. So you can have Oreo and beer on table 37.
She's eyeing up the 2 ball. Try to squeeze it past that 10. And it doesn't quite go, but it does take over that real estate. Pretty smart shot there from Jerry to take over that pocket. 8 ball is all about position, right? It's all about keeping your opponent's balls in trouble and getting your balls out of trouble until you can clear the table.
I wouldn't even use this. It would just be something I hung on to.
Aaron with the miss on the 14 ball. And now we're going to get to see Margot come to the table. He goes. Not sure if this 4 ball plays in the side or not. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's pretty sealed to that side rail, so they might have to come up with a strategy for how they're going to work that 4 ball. So I think the 2 ball is really the only ball that they have a real good opportunity on here. And I don't know that they want to take the 2 ball. Now they could play the combo here. You could hit the 1 into this ball, right? 1 into the 6 into the 2, and then you'd still kind of own that area. Oh, and that's exactly what Margot is going to do. They had a little conference on the side and said, "This is a good idea," and I like it. You also have the chance to break out the 5 ball here on the same shot. Just a little more pepper on that one, and it probably works out pretty nicely. But good strategy. I agree with the strategy there. A lot of good things would have happened, just hitting that ball a little bit firmer. It's an excellent decision. So now Becky to the table with a difficult shot on the 13. Does it go off a couple rails? No, it does not. And she
I got
bumps out
buckets
that
and
full
bling
ball. So,
and baked potato, buckets and bling on table.
so the 4 ball that
34.
was kind of in trouble that we were talking about before is now very shootable. And the only ball for solids that's a trouble ball is the 5 because it's tied up to the 8 ball.
Hey, James. James. I'm right here. Oh, sorry, the other James.
Who are you trying to get?
James.
Steve.
Oh, Steve. Why did I call
Full
you
ball goes
James?
down.
I have no fucking clue.
That's so funny.
And Margot with the combo, 6-2.
And he's like, I'm
You gotta watch the shape on this because you can get in trouble with the position. Yeah. You don't want to roll that cue ball forward on that shot. You wanted to definitely draw that back a little bit so that you can have shape on the next ball.
I wrote him down as James. That's why I was calling him about it.
Totally wrote him as the wrong name.
I did. Look, that's what's called James. I wrote him down as James.
That's not a James.
No, that's Steve.
It's a Steve.
No wonder he didn't hear me.
It's the other Steve.
Heck of an attempt from Jerry there. That was a tough shot on that 7 ball, but she made a good attempt at it. And it's always tough, first match of the morning. Pool is typically a game that's played at nighttime. You usually start your league match around 7 p.m. and this is a 9 a.m. Scotch doubles match. And it's a busy, crowded room, a lot of pressure. So it's really difficult to get in stroke at 9 a.m. for your Scotch doubles match. I think most players have told me that, and I agree with that as well. We're just, as pool players, we're not typically morning people. We like to stay up late. Pool is typically played when the sun goes down, but not today. Today we're doing early Scotch, and that means early Scotch just means that it's the first Scotch event. Margot put some stop on that cue ball on that shot. Definitely got the cue ball to stop right there for the 10. And Jerry checking out this. What does she have here?
Oh, yeah.
Wherever you want it, Steve.
Okay, just moves the one out of that area, gets a legal hit. So a lot of distance on that one. Becky And I believe that's going to leave the opportunity here for Margot to make an attempt at the 7 ball here. She wants to cut that 7 straight into that pocket. And hopefully, if she plays it just right, the cue ball comes right down this area here and lands in this area for the 5. That's the ideal shot there. It is kind of hard to hold the cue ball for that position. Well played shot. Very good. It was difficult to hold that cue ball. It would have been a very delicate shot to try to hold the cue ball. So she went a little extra and tried to take it off the bottom rail and back out again. Unfortunately, in that scenario, it's bound to run into some traffic or somewhere. So here we go. It looks like Jerry's got the opportunity on the 5 ball here. What's she going to do? Tries to get it over there in the bottom left corner. And now Aaron with purse jerky at the table to see what he can get moving for Stripes. Stripes has a lot of opportunity because they have most of their balls still on the table. And that's typically an 8 ball that is the advantage. Whoever has more balls on the table has the advantage positionally. So Aaron with a couple of early misses that we don't typically expect. He is a skill level 7, and I think that's just due to being at 9-8.
The A team and CR shots.
We'll give him the
CR
9-8
shots in the
pass
A
on that
team
one.
to table 33.
So I know Aaron. I played on a team with him. He is a very strong shooter. So I expect him to get warmed up here eventually and start doing what he normally does at the table. So now Margot with an attempt at the 5 ball here, and she might be able to break out the 1 in this shot as well. And again, a little more pepper on that one, and that 1 ball just pops right out of there, out of trouble. So the Mean Girls are not out of trouble yet. They have to figure something out here. This rack is a problem for both players. Both players are going to struggle with this because you've got the 1 and the 15 ball are tied up. Hi. Let me know if you have any questions.
Yeah, no. Are you commentating on these games?
I'm commentating on one of them.
Oh, okay.
I can only do one.
Yeah. Which one are you?
Mean Girls and Purse Jerky
The 8?
on 9. I got an extra headset. You want to join?
Yeah, I kind of do. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Well, grab a chair and pull it over here.
You mean actually commentate?
Yes. Oh, not you, Craig. What's your name again?
Vanny.
Vanny. We met yesterday. I
Yeah,
forgot.
Patrick.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, actually, no, I like podcasting, and I actually wanted to start my own podcast, but couldn't figure out my topic.
Oh, perfect. How long have you been playing APA?
Almost, it's been like 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, I started,
And your skill level?
I'm a 3 in 8 ball, 2 in 8 ball. I'm not consistent. That's the problem.
Okay.
I'm not consistent, so I'm good, but it goes up and down.
Dastardly duel and pool sorry. Dastardly duel to table
What are levels? When you
54.
play still Fish County? Right.
I play.
Oh, sorry.
I don't play APA.
You don't?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never have. I'm just
Okay.
working the event,
Okay.
but I'm learning.
Oh.
I'm learning APA.
Like, because they put a lot more blotching in the red.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, just put that on, and I'll turn your volume. Your volume is going to be number 2
Can I
here.
be muted?
There's no mute button. I just turned the volume all the way down, but
Okay.
we're muted now.
Okay.
Yeah, volume down. Yeah. All right. So I wrangled in a co-commentator. We've got Vanny in the booth with us. Welcome.
For having me, Patrick.
Yeah, welcome, Vanny. And so the 2 teams that we've got here, to get you up to speed, is we've got First Jerky, which is Becky and Aaron, and they have to go to 4 wins. And then Mean Girls, which is Jerry and Margot, and they are solids in this rank. And that is Margot at the table right there that gave up the ball in hand foul. So I'll turn this over to you a little bit. And this is Becky at the table for First Jerky. Getting started with stripes. And I was just mentioning before you came in,
Pocket pounders and
this
cucumbers.
rack is really a trouble.
Cucumber pocket pounders to table
We have
12.
that, we've got that problem here with the 1 and the 15 and the 8 just sort of tied up in the center of the table, and it's going to be difficult for either team to really be able to close out this rack. So Vanny, you said that you've been playing APA for a couple of years?
Yes, I've been playing for about 2 years now.
Okay. Out of which area?
I'm sorry.
Which area?
The greater Seattle area.
Okay. Great. And
Seattle Thursday League.
do you play in Ox then?
I play at Tempo.
Oh, Temple. Okay. Shout out to Temple Billiards in Seattle. This is Aaron Probst.
Cucumbers
Skill
at
level
12.
7. And not sure what their plan is here with stripes, because it seems like both teams are kind of saving that problem for last, and that's usually what you don't want to do in 8-ball, right? You want to kind of address the problems early in the rack.
You do.
Let's see what he can do here. So Aaron's going to have the 15, and maybe he can put a little bit of a draw stroke on this and try to bring the cue ball all the way back into this 15 ball and try to break that problem. I think that's what he's going to attempt here, because I don't really see any other really good options here.
This one is a lot better.
Nope, he's going to play a safety. That's a pretty smart play, right?
That's very smart.
Right? I mean, because it's sort of like, well, if you miss the breakout, and then you're really stuck in a bad spot. So,
It's risky because that 8 can go in.
oh, so she just picks up the cue ball and hands it to him. Hands it to Becky and says, well, you guys can have ball in hand. We're going to give it to you instead of. That's actually pretty smart too from Jerry right there, to just pick up the cue ball and hand it over, because the worst thing in the world would be for them to take a wild shot and loosen, break everything up. So Aaron's going to have a little confidence with his partner and kind of give her some coaching on what might be the best way forward. So that 15, I think it does play down here to the corner. So that's going to mean, I think that's what he's saying, is just play that with a nice slow pace, and I'll take care of I'll do the heavy lifting.
Play on the screen.
I don't have, no, that's for the other street. All right, so not sure if there's a limit on the conferences that you can get at the table. Also, they're going to have a ref.
Beach bums and 2 strangers.
Referee's going to watch the shot.
2 strangers meet the beach bums on table 49.
It looks a little furry, but after
Definitely a good hit, and opens up that ball. Pretty good too, because it doesn't really I don't know if there's really a good opportunity here to get anything going for solids.
I could bank.
You like the bank on the one?
I
Betty?
would bank on the red. That's
On the red ball, the 3 ball.
Oh, man, that's excellent.
maybe.
You got my card.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's always hard
It's
to
hard to
pick.
tell.
Yeah,
It's hard to tell.
this is a tough spot, really. I mean, I kind of like actually maybe even trying to play a safety here because you could come, kind of hit this ball like this and bring the cue ball down into this area here and try to block Aaron and Becky from getting a chance at getting that line to the 15. It's a tough one though because if it leaks out at all, you're kind of giving up a pretty good opportunity. But they're in a bad spot, so she just underhit it a little bit.
Yeah, sure. I forget that wing safety is also part of the game.
Mhm.
Thank you for.
It's a big part of 8 ball. When you're stuck in a bad place, you don't have to, sometimes it's best to just try to let your opponent make the mistakes. So Aaron now, skill level 7, to take on the 15. He's not taking the bait, is he? So he's intentionally playing that shot.
Playing another defense, safety.
Right, so now we're going to find out if this one plays here. I can't tell if the one actually has room to play here in the corner.
Right. That's fun.
But it's sort of like, I think both teams are sort of trying to get the other one to take the bait. Neither one is taking it.
Yeah, they're taking the bait, like they're just trying to set each other up.
To make the mistake.
It's a good strategy.
Yeah, you want to set it up so your opponent makes the first big mistake, because the first big mistake makes it pretty easy. You only have 2 balls and then the 8 ball left to pocket. So this is the critical part of the rack where the game is won and lost on a single shot typically. Oh, heck of an attempt. So good try from Jerry there from Mean Girls. And both Jerry and Margot from Mean Girls are both 4s. And they play pretty strong. Watching them play, they've got a lot of good strategy. I'm pretty impressed. So this is Becky, who's also skill level 4 for First Jerky. First Jerky's a funny name. I love the team names here. It's so funny to see the list of all the team names.
Old timers or Gala, either one here.
Just doesn't
Dale
want to go
Jones,
down.
Greg Austin.
Being a little stubborn there.
Somebody come visit me.
Stubborn 15 ball. Wouldn't go in
Go on.
the pocket.
I have a question for you. So are you doing commentary for the?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
What can I answer for you?
Only those 2 tables are being streamed right now. 8 and 9, right?
8 and 9 are streamed on EvoSports. And then we also have the back 2 tables over there that's streamed by Hill Hill Productions.
You're on table 72.
Someone wants to stream their game.
And table 16 goes to
If they're on one of our tables,
Underrated.
yeah. Well,
And
all of the matches on these tables will be streamed.
For free.
Yeah.
And what about if someone wants to stream on some other table? Will that be possible with the payment or something? Because I see the.
Well, we're only set up. See, it's the cameras that are mounted.
Oh yeah, so you cannot do it. For
Yeah, we're fixed on those tables. Yeah, good question though.
Is it just random that they select the match, or they?
Yeah, I don't know how they select the matches for those tables.
Sure.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that's weird. I wondered how that too. Like, how they select the. I'm just glad that I didn't get selected yesterday for the individual. I can't quite hear you, Patrick.
Really?
So I don't know. And I'm slightly deaf, so I only can hear from my right.
Oh, you know what? Then let's switch because
Okay.
let's switch these because then you'll be able to hear through the other side.
Okay.
Because it's an old mixer board, and so I have you into the monitor where you're only going to hear on the right side, I think.
Okay.
This one will be on the left side that you'll be able to hear through.
Okay.
Which is your good ear?
No, my right ear is my good ear.
Okay, so
Yeah, thank you.
we'll try it and see.
Okay.
Okay, so we just had to answer a few questions, and we got people coming up to our booth to ask questions here. So we'll try to keep the commentary going for you.
Should I switch it? Maybe I should switch this.
$5 for 50 $5.
All right, how's that now, Fanny? Is that better?
Better. I can
Okay.
hear you now.
Perfect. And I can hear you loud and clear. Okay, so this game is really getting down to the wire now. We didn't miss anything on our little commentator break, so still have the same balls on the table that were on before. And this is Margot at the table for Mean Girls. You have to read my chicken scratch writing.
Possible for me to steal like 2 of those paper towels, please?
Yeah, more. I like their names.
All right, so Margot eyeing up this one ball. We try to cut the one in. And it's going to be difficult to really get position on the 3 ball unless she's able to come into the 3 on the way back off that bottom rail. So, pretty difficult shot. Oh, so close, so close. That would have been a great lead because she was able to come off the bottom rail and back out off the 3. And again, we've seen Margot a couple of times in this rack make great shots, but just hit them just a hair too soft. And so I think she just needs to get a little more pepper into that stroke. But you know what hitting soft did right there is it left the 1 ball right in front of that pocket. So it's limiting the options for the 8 ball at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Right. So now, Vanny, is your favorite game 8 ball or 9 ball? Do you have a favorite?
Right now it's 8 ball. I like 9 ball, but I have not been playing well the last 2 seasons. So
Okay.
by default, it's 8 ball.
And you're here. Is this your first time coming to Lincoln City for
Yes.
this event?
Yes, it is. It's my first time. I competed yesterday in the singles. I played 4 matches.
Excellent. Okay.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, yesterday was kind of a fun day. The singles is kind of like the fun day, right? Sort of just kind of get warmed up and get used to things. And excellent. So you got to play 4 matches. How did you do?
I won the first, lost the second, won the third. It was pretty much on the hill for the last ball, 8 ball, in the last match. It was actually really fun.
Okay.
It was probably the best match I had. Was the 4th match.
All right. Well, congratulations.
All very skilled, very good players. So I'm grateful for the competition.
Yeah, and that's what we're here for, right? Is to get good, friendly competition, to learn a little bit, make new friends. That's what these events are all about.
Some of them are competing today's double.
That was a beautiful shot there from Becky from Purse Jerky. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Jerry from Mean Girls. That was a beautiful shot on that ball, and she couldn't have left her partner any better on the 3. Just a perfect shot on the 3. And I think from here you just kind of take your medicine and just stop the cue ball right there and leave your partner a longer 8 ball. And trust that your partner's going to make it. Okay. Margot does just that. Leaves her partner Jerry a longer 8 ball. And again, Mean Girls only needs to get to 2, whereas Purse Jerky has to get to 4. So this would be a huge win. Just a little short. Okay. A little bit offline. And so now Aaron Probst for Purse Jerky coming to the table, skill level 7. He's going to have to cut this 11 ball in or bank it. I don't know the angle, which one is really the better option. I think he's looking at both options here. I think he could try to back cut this into the corner, which is difficult to do, and it's going to send the cue ball kind of flying around the table. Or the bank shot to go straight over here, which is difficult also because it's going to send the cue ball into this area here near the pocket. So both of them very difficult shots. It looks like he's just going to play a safety. Yeah, I think the difficulty of that shot, he's deciding to let's just let the other team try to figure it out. Because,
Q Believers and Hyenas. Hyenas, Q Believers 64.
So if you can kind of bait your opponent into maybe taking a difficult, kind of crazy shot on the 8 ball, you might get lucky.
Aaron Dogwall, would you come up and see Boomer, please, Aaron?
Oh, isn't it? Is not just automatic.
And Boomer is ready to do payouts for the singles from yesterday.
When they scratch on the 8, yeah, the attempt on the 8, it's an automatic win for the other team.
Right.
Or if you put in the wrong pocket as well, you have to mark your intended holes.
Right. You have to mark your pocket. Yeah. But if you scratch on the 8, if you attempt the 8 ball and your cue ball scratches, that is a loss of game.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So that makes that shot from Aaron a bit more valuable, right? That safety that he played. Because this is definitely scratchy. If she tries to cut this ball into the corner, it's very scratchy. You can scratch in the side. Not going to take the bait. Oh, and that's another good safety.
Good.
Smart play from both of these teams.
Yeah.
Really nobody giving up anything. And it's really coming down to the wire in this rack. And I'll tell you what, Becky has got an uphill battle with this 11 ball. Even if she could see the edge of it, it looks like a scratch shot. So she's going to kick at the 11. And a good kick shot on the 11. And she's leaving a very straight shot on the 8 to the corner. So here we go. Jerry marking the pocket with her pocket marker.
Nice try though.
Oh, no, I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh, perfect.
So now, even if it's an obvious shot, you still have to mark the 8.
Yes, you do.
Even if it's obvious.
Even if it's obvious. Okay. And it's best to.
There it goes.
Usually, sometimes people use a cue marker, but typically they don't want a cue in the marker. Anything you want besides the actual cue.
Yeah, like it can't be like a chalk.
Beach Bums, Rob Warnick, Chris Underland. You're supposed to be at table 49. This is your second call. That's Beach Bums, Rob Warnick, Chris Underland,
So,
table
what's
49.
your team name?
For my current team name?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I do not like. I do not.
Oh, come on, we're going to see it on the bracket anyway.
I'm not participating in the doubles. So.
Oh, you're not doing doubles?
No, I'm not. I'm just here hanging out today.
Okay, are you going to be doing teams though?
No, I'm just here, just hanging out for today.
Okay.
I'm supporting my friends. They're participating in the doubles. I was on the wait list, but was told that I would not play today.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll give a shout out to your friends. What team are your friends on?
don't know their names.
Oh, come on.
I'll come
I
back.
put you on the spot there. I'm sorry, Vanny. I put you on the
It's
spot. Okay. So, no, but good for you for coming out to support friends and just soak in the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just here to observe and kind of learn and just hang out, make some friends, and learn, support my friends. Just have fun.
Great.
I'll know. I also am more prepared for next year's event.
Yeah, that's a good idea because the very first time that I ever came to Lincoln City to play in a pool event, I played terrible. And I know I was capable of playing much better, but it's the intimidation factor of being in a room with 80 pool tables
Yes.
and hundreds of people, and there's just so much going on. It's very intimidating for a new player that's never been in that environment. We're used to playing at a pool hall or a bar or somewhere there was just intimate, kind of just a few people. This is a whole different experience.
Yeah, it is. It's really it's both like nerve-wracking and also exciting at the same time. But it's all a lot to take in the first time here. I actually only came. My intention was just to come for the day and leave, but I was able to find some friends to carpool with, so that's why I'm also staying. But it worked out, and it's vacation as well.
Right, and that's for most of us, right?
Yes,
This is
it is.
not an occupation; it's a vacation,
It's a vacation.
a poolcation.
I like that.
Yes.
Poolcation.
A staycation, right?
Yes.
People talk about staycations. This is poolcation.
Poolcation. This is definitely a poolcation.
Yeah.
One of my opponents yesterday traveled from Texas. This is her poolcation.
From Texas to come here.
Texas.
Oh.
Yeah.
So now in this event, you don't have to be like locally qualified.
I don't think so. I think as long as you are playing on an APA team, I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, that's kind of cool.
I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that. I find out. But I think the requirement is that you have to be on the current roster and have played so many matches.
Yeah, Texas is a bit of a
Balls deep and Q4. Q4 balls deep to table 7. Down by the bay and ladies on top. Ladies on top down by the bay. Where the waves roll. Table 60. Yeah.
Okay, so Jerry with a difficult shot on, I believe, 10 ball down there. Very difficult shot. And this table's very interesting here. You've got a lot of solids over here by the 8 ball. And it's not really going to be easy to navigate, but what it does, though, is it kind of creates some opportunity to play safeties if you want, because you have sort of that wall of balls that you could hide behind. And it looks like Aaron's going to take on the 3 ball. And I like this shot here, so I think that he might be coaching his teammate Becky to play this 2 in the side and just try to float the cue ball down nice and slow to this area here, because this is where you need to get for the 4 ball. Because that 4 plays here and it only can go in that pocket. So that's what I'm looking at. Is I want to, a little bit slower, but that's the shot you want to get. Some type of shape right in here. You have to get in this area to get that 4 ball. 4 really doesn't have any other home to go to. And that's the part that they really have to figure out with this rack.
I love, I had to have it specially made. I wanted that for my kid. That way, no one.
Aaron Post, I think, plays out of the Salem area. Salem, Oregon.
I moved into it. After about a month of living there, this guy just walks in. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm looking for so.
Okay, so
Work beautifully.
somebody in my chat here said that you're just a little bit hard to hear, Danny. So maybe get that microphone just a little closer there. Sometimes that helps. There's a lot of ambient noise in here, and so we try to have that microphone as close as possible. Oh, great shot with using the bridge from Jerry. And Mean Girls only need this rack. They only need to win one rack now to win the match. That's a pretty significant handicap, being that Purse Jerky has to go to 4 and Mean Girls has to go to 2. It's like they have to win twice as many games to win the match. That's tough, especially when they're playing well.
Both teams are doing a lot of defense shots. It's a really good match.
Yes, and your voice sounds good now. I can hear it very clearly. So thank you.
The comment or chat. Thanks for pointing it out.
Yeah, so the chat usually helps out.
I did speak to one of my friends, and I want to give a shout out. If that's okay, Patrick.
Oh, absolutely.
One of my friends, their team name is Mojo Dojo.
Mojo Dojo.
Playing from Snohomish County.
Okay.
I just wish good luck, you guys.
Good luck, and shout out to Mojo Dojo from Snohomish County. Okay. Becky with the shot on the 1 ball here. And that's not going to be good. Erin's going to have to do something fancy here now to get out of this. I think she wanted to bring that cue ball out a little bit more in this direction, because that 4 ball needs to. So he's just going to give up an intentional ball in hand and tie up the 8 ball. Okay. So we're seeing some crafty play from. Yeah. And I think the reason he chose to do that is because they have a significant advantage with solids to breaking that out, right? Because when you're solids, you can hit off the 4 ball and come into this little pile here and break out your problem. When you're stripes, you don't really have anything close by to break out that cluster with, right? So if they pocket these 2 balls, if Jerry and Margot continue and they pocket those 2 stripes, they're going to be left with absolutely no possible way to get anything on the 8 ball. So yes, very savvy.
Nub and Jugs.
Aaron.
Not sorry. Nub and Jugs, not sorry. Your table 35. Devil's Brigade and Crancy. Devil's Brigade Crancy, you're on 25.
I don't know that may have been an intentional.
Equipo,
miss because
Nueve,
there's
and
really, there's
Nueve.
no, there was no next shot.
Rack attack. What? Nueve.
But she might have been just really trying hard to get the
57.
ball out of there. So here's the breakout shot. This is the critical
I got
part of
11.
the game.
Never mind, go ahead.
Breaking out the 7.
TCC Texas and
Now Aaron is going to play another safety here. I can almost guarantee you that he's going to play this really soft.
Boomer with this.
Bring
Okay,
this,
I need a
bring this
rep
ball
down
right
here
here and just try to leave the
to.
cue ball right
There,
there on
you
the
see
rim,
it.
right?
Okay, how'd you
You
get
like
this
that
shot?
shot?
Yeah, I like that shot.
We're learning here.
Van
We're learning
Boning
some good
ourselves.
defense.
I am. This is different for me as well. I do not play as much defense.
Boomer got this one. TCC Texas and Van Boning ourselves.
Now they're
Table
very
11.
much in the driver's seat. Because if they get ball in hand,
That one got by.
it's a pretty simple way to get out of the game. So Mean Girls is in a very, very tough spot here. So she's going to use the mirror system here. I don't know if you've heard of that before. The mirror system is when you take the distance between the ball and the rail, this distance here, and you go back the exact same amount of distance to over here, and that's your aiming point. So now that's your aiming point for your cue ball to hit that ball. That's called the mirror system. So you're basically measuring the distance. And look at that shot. What a fantastic shot from Jerry from Mean Girls. That's how you use it. So you can do kick shots on balls, and you can be very accurate by just measuring with your cue.
There's still no practice on open tables. If you are caught doing so,
back
the
the
referee
same
will charge you
distance.
$5.
And finding that point to hit.
Please pick up your trash as you're leaving your area.
Looks like
Let's be courteous to your other players.
So Aaron is
Magic and
showing
Muscles
her
and delivering the goods.
what-
Delivering the goods.
what,
Magic and Muscles, you're on
what he wants to
45.
That was really, really good
And
shot.
what table are we at? And TCC
Yeah,
Bakers
that
on
could've been a-
69. TCC Bakers, what
match-winning
table are we
shot.
at? 69.
Could be the match-winning shot
I
if
don't
they get
know.
ball in hand here, and they are going to get ball in hand. So now it's going to be up to Margot and Jerry to just close out these last 2 shots. Yeah, you got to learn that mirror kicking system. It really, really, I mean, it can win you games, just like we're seeing here. The accuracy on that. There you go. True student of the game. You have your notebook here. I love it.
I also have I keep all my utensils. I write utensils and I have color markers.
Oh, nice. Okay. You have notepads and pencils and pens. You're way more equipped than I am. And I'm over here with the commentating booth. I should have all that stuff. I called in the right person. Okay, good shot there from Margot. Getting Jerry an opportunity at this 8-ball to win the match. And this will put it away by a score of 2-1. And here's the pressure shot. No problem. Gets it done and takes it down.